Okay, block 3 has a sad story to tell. One day, when the quilts were moving from show to show, the vent on the trailer ended up being open and it was going through the rain, and this quilt happened to get wet. And as you can see, some of the colors, most especially the purple that was on this one, because purple and red and black, those tend to bleed quite a bit. You can see now that you look close. You didn't notice this, did you? But you can see if you look close that it bled onto this one, and this is as much as we can get out. So someday I'll pull this off and do another one. But in the meantime, let's talk about the two. We've already talked about the flowers, so let's talk about the two birdhouses that are on this one. First, we're going to talk about our little sunshine rainbow one. This trim right here is a cotton twill trim that you can ruche really easily by getting one of the threads and pulling on it. And so it's ruched, and then I just laid it down and tacked it here and there so that it would just be fuzzy to cover it everywhere. And then this, I think this thread is called Beach Towel. I love it. So this is the same color thread, but I just went ahead and drew the grid lines. Now this would be a lot easier with our on the line templates. Go ahead and draw your grids, put your French knots in the corner, and do your your detached chain stitches around them. And this thread is the Silken Pearl that we used down on number 12. I think it's called Summer Spritzer. It's one of my favorites to go ahead and do Palestrina knot all around the inside. And that's that same color thread up here to go ahead and do this woven. Ooh, there we go, got fuzz off of there. To go ahead and do that woven circle up there. Okay, so that's this house. The other house that's on this one is one of 3 that have very similar instructions, which if you've looked at it, you may be like, that's not very many instructions. Okay, so obviously this is cable chain stitches and then an interwoven in between them, and the same thing down here. But what's different is what's in this space. And this Cafe print, where you get, may look different than this. So I just took what the Cafe print was and the colors that I list for you and made the same sort of stitches. So there are circles and the little French knots. There's circles and dots behind this area. And so I chose a stitch that is a circle and a dot. And I have the instructions in the pattern for it. And these had flower shapes on the inside, so I turned those into flowers. Around this thing, I did the wheel, the buttonhole wheel. Sometimes I've got bullion knots going around different things, but I really paid attention to what I was seeing in the fabric and then did the same thing. In this section, it was like there were 2 different flowers. One of them had more green to it, or it was more yellow, and so that you can see that I have a different flower here than the ones that I have here, and sometimes it's just French knots. So you get to choose how to fill the space, but you're just trying to do the same design that's there, or just add stitching that enhances the design. So you still see the Cafe print, but you have stitches that correspond to it. Okay, we'll see you in block 2.